Wow. I must admit that this is a very special day. And I feel really honored to be part of this journey. Thank you for everything, Honorable Minister, for what you're doing for the coastline of Ghana. I really is very impressed. Thank you for having me. And I really feel impressed to be in this room, looking at the number of people who have gathered from west to central and the whole coast of Ghana to be here today. This is an incredible moment, a once-time life event that I think I will never forget. So thank you for having me. His Excellency Oturu, Honorable Minister of the Fisheries and Aquaculture, the Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister, the Honorable Minister for Finance, the Honorable Minister for Local Governance, the Honorable Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, the Member of Parliament of Osu Chekol constituency, members of diplomatic corps, chief fishermen, Fishmongers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Odeko. It's my privilege to join you today on behalf of Blue Venture and to stand alongside Ghana fisher communities and all those gathered here for this landmark moment. Yes, Ghana's decision to enact the Fisheries and Aquaculture Act is a milestone, not just for West Africa, but a message to all coastal regions around the world. It reflects a determination to ensure that small-scale fishers, fishmongers, and the coastal community are not just only, but are the true partners in managing and protecting our marine resources, our livelihoods, and of course, our shared future. By convening this conference and forming a strong linkages between the government, the civil society, Ghana once again shows not just regional leadership, but global leadership. We believe this is truly a global first. The first time a government has convened traditional leaders of its entire coast, can you see the whole room here, to discuss the implementation of such a fundamental shift in marine policy. The collective vision in this room to turn bold policy measures into tangible actions should actually inspire all coastal nations. Together, you are reaffirming that effective ocean stewardship relies on leadership at all levels, focusing on people who depend on the sea the most. Truly, this is a remarkable moment, an unforgettable moment, and one which marks both the end of the legislative process and the beginning of a journey towards regenerating Ghana's fisheries. With a bold ambition to ensure the benefit of ocean recovery, sustain and enhance the prosperity of communities across this coast, and can sustain essential food security by our ocean to the Ghanaian, across the country, and I would even say across the region. Well, Blue Venture is a not. Coastal communities are not passive witness, no, they aren't, of the environmental declination, but they can be powerful agent of change. Their knowledge of sea is profound, rooted in generation of practices, observation, and care. And we recognize that the only true solutions lie in building partnership among communities, between communities and government at all levels. Align a common purpose to regenerate a shared sea, a shared birthright, a shared birthright. We see the incredible moment of the efforts of Ghana as a clear model that should be championed. Yet national government prioritizing marine policy focus on the needs of the coastal people. The open engagement with the community leadership to forge a path forward and a clear recognition that no one institution or agency can enact this change alone. Yes, we can't do that alone. And equally, that willingness and engagement from community is clear. Just from this room, we can see that it is a clear commitment for the communities to come alongside the government to make this change possible. That you are all here together to listen, that together change is possible. Set. Now comes the transformation. The shift from is clearly key. How government, how communities, traditional leaders, and all relevant stakeholders of our livelihood, and of course, to have a healthier sea. This is not an immediate solution. It takes time. Yeah, we know that it will take time. But for fisheries to recover, for local management to recognize, understood, and implement across the fishing community. But the first steps is the hardest. The commitment to set out on this shared journey with a clear vision can that first important step. Fishers and their family count on what comes next. Coastal community income count on this. Ghana depends on this. Your collective leadership, helping to inspire, guide, and translate words into action will be key for success. Today, you bring inspiration to the region, showing that governance policy linked to community leadership set a powerful path forward. In the months and years ahead that follow, as you set out, you will continue to inspire as other nations look to your success to provide the courage to take the first step on that same around the room. Hearing some of the conversation, I can feel the positive energy. I know.
Just to announce briefly that we do have with us His Royal Majesty King Takite Kuchuru II Gamanche. Can we kindly rise to welcome him as he comes in? Then we'll continue with the address. His Royal Majesty King Takite Kuchuru II Gamanche.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And so, Blue Venture is honored to be here, and we look forward to our continued partnership with the traditional leaders, fishers, and communities across the coast of Ghana. Our role is simply to enable your efforts to help catalyze expanding and sustain co-management system and ensure that the benefit for fishers, for women, for coastal economy, and for our shared sea are lasting. We can help connect knowledge, ideas, tools, and approaches across communities and identify solutions from other countries and regions, but that solution to the challenge exists and can be overcome. We are here to support your efforts, committed to your vision, and will be champion for your action individually and collectively. Ghana has begun this journey with courage and conviction. Let us move forward together with clarity, purpose, and with hope. Before I close, allow me to acknowledge the valued partnership from Bloomberg Philanthropies Ocean Initiative, Ocean 5, and community-led fishery management across West Africa, and have helped to make this incredible conference possible. On behalf of Blue Venture, I thank the Minister for its leadership, His Royal Majesty and Traditional Authority for your stewardship, and every fisher, fishmongers, community leaders, and partners represented here for your continued commitment. Together, you will make fisheries recovery a reality. Together, you will safeguard coastal seas and sustain livelihood for the millions that depend on them. Together, you are building a future where coastal communities, oceans, and nations advance in harmony. Thank you very much. Oi Anna Walanda, Medanse, and Akmwa O. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, this one.
Yeah, shorter.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Prudence Wanko, also known as Manu Jejo. Thank you so much for your speech. Regional Manager from Blue Ventures. We will now take another solidarity message, and this one will be delivered by Kate Ansa, who is the Board Secretary of the National Fisheries Association of Ghana, NAFAG. Kate, we'd love to see you here. Thank you. Let's welcome Kate with a big round of applause. Hello, Kate.
Good morning, guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to stand before you today on behalf of the President of the National Fisheries Association of Ghana as we commemorate the National Fisheries Day, a day dedicated to celebrating the vital role that fisheries play in our nation's economy, food security, and cultural heritage. Our ocean and inland waters sustain millions of livelihoods across Ghana.
I pause for us to kindly be on our feet as we welcome the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our very special guest. His Excellency the President is here with us. Kindly take your seats. And Mr. President, you're welcome to the conference. And the Board Secretary of the National Fisheries Association of Ghana, NAFAG, continue with her solidarity message. Kate, take it away, please.
Thank you. Our ocean and inland waters sustain millions of livelihoods across Ghana. From our coastal communities to the banks of the Volta and the inland lakes, fishing remains a lifeline for families, markets, and industries. Yet, sustainability of this lifeline depends on our collective commitment of all stakeholders: governments, traditional leadership, industrial players, and our hard-working fishermen and fish processors. Nananum, your leadership and wisdom continue to guide the stewardship of our natural, mineral, and aquatic resources. Today, we call for strengthening collaboration to protect our waters from illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, to resource dwindling fish stocks, and to promote responsible fishing practices that will secure the future of this sector for generations. We celebrate today. Let us also renew and resolve to embracing innovations, improved gear, scientific research, aquaculture expansion, and value addition to enhance productivity and create dignified employment for our youth and our mothers in the value chain. Together, we build a resilient fisheries sector, one that ensures prosperity for our coastal and inland communities whilst preserving Ghana's rich aquatic biodiversity. On behalf of the National Fisheries Association of Ghana, I express our appreciation to all partners who continue to support the growth and sustainability of this sector. May today inspire us to work even harder for the future of Ghana's fishery. Thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you very much, Kate and Sam, from the National Fisheries Association of Ghana. We have another solidarity message. This time is from the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen's Council, GNCFC. Nana Anore is the National Programs coordinator. Nana, your time is now. Please make your way to the stage. And just to remind you that we are live on Facebook. Fisheries GH is where you can find us. Send a link to your friends. And we have interpretation Ga on channel 1, Fanti channel 2, channel 3, English channel 4, Nzima channel 5. Nana.
On behalf of the President of the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council, I wish to render an apology to all of us here. Nana Jojo Solomon has been engaged elsewhere and couldn't come. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, our esteemed guest of honor, King Takiteko Chu II, the Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, members of Council of State present, our dedicated advisor to the Minister on Local Ecological Knowledge, Chief Fishermen, Queen Fishmongers, leaders from every fishing community across Ghana, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, partners in progress, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is with immense pride and a deep sense of responsibility that I stand before you today. This is not just a conference, this is a historic convergence. For too long, the wisdom, the pain, and the resilience of Ghana's fishes. Today, however, we are here face to face. Lives depend entirely on the ocean and our inland waters. Your Excellency, Honorable Minister, on behalf of the entire Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council, our chief fishermen, and our hard-working fishmongers, we say a profound thank you. Thank you for creating this unprecedented platform for direct, unfiltered interaction. Our gratitude goes far beyond the logistics of this meeting. It is focused on trust. We speak of local ecological knowledge. This is not textbook knowledge. It is generational wisdom earned through sun, sweat, and sacrifice. This knowledge is our compass, and for years, but we have acted in ways that affirm our dignity and our expertise. By appointing a long-serving fishmonger to the Council of State and a dedicated fisher as an advisor to the Minister on Local Ecological Knowledge. You have shown a profound commitment to co-management and a deep acknowledgement that local knowledge is the first step toward effective sustainability. It is for this visionary leadership and courageous commitment to empowering the grassroots that we shall, later today, have the singular honor of presenting citations of honor to His Excellency the President and the Honorable Minister. These citations are small symbols of a massive gratitude felt across our communities. Your Excellency, this conference has a profound underlying goal to empower the chief fishermen and queen fishmongers to fully exercise their tradition. Formalization processes coupled with the corrosive influence of partisan politics have created an environment they are increasingly confronted with acts of intimidation, threats, and even unlawful destoolment when they attempt to enforce rules or mediate disputes. As a result, they are unable to perform their full mandate, most critically, the relentless fight against illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing. This brings us to our most sincere and urgent appeal. We respectfully request that Your Excellency look beyond the current informal status of the Office of the Chief Fisherman. We humbly ask that you initiate the process to gazette the Chief Fisherman. Gazetting will equip them with the ultimate legal and statutory power required to perform their mandate without fear, necessity, mobility. The artisanal sector, since its establishment by the late President Jerry John Rawlings in 1982. Yet, in all those decades, we are sad to say that the Council does not own even one dedicated vehicle to coordinate the affairs of our members across the 4 coastal regions, from sensitization to monitoring to dispute resolution on our limited resources. We therefore humbly appeal to Your Excellency to consider supporting the Council by providing a dedicated bus. This vehicle would not be a luxury. It will be a vital operational necessity, allowing our leaders to effectively coordinate, monitor, and support the national agenda on fisheries management throughout all our coastal communities. It has opened the door to engagement and empowerment. Now, we must demonstrate that we are worthy of this trust. We pledge to use the renewed authority and support we seek to ensure better self-regulation, guarantee compliance within our communities, and lead the charge for sustainable practices. Your Excellency, Honorable Minister, you have our commitment. We are partners in governance, and we pledge to stand shoulder to shoulder with the ministry to secure a vibrant future for our children. Let us leave this conference not to build a fisheries sector that is robust, resilient, and a true source of pride for Ghana. Thank you. May God bless our fisheries. May God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you, Lana. Versions of the solidarity messages. Is that okay? Thank you very much. Let's make it 2 minutes. The next presenter is from the National Fish Processors and Traders Association. Let's welcome Regina Solomon. She's going to give us a nice, cute message, so please keep clapping for her to encourage her.
Thank you. Chief of Accra, Kelebine Wongabu. All protocols observed, ministers, directors, and chief fishermen, and Konkoima. We say good morning to you all. Yesterday, we had a very special school. The minister said we are in school, we are come to learn. And yesterday, we learned a lot. He said one hand cannot move, only two hands. So we are so happy that minister invited the men, include the women. We thank her so much. I'm hoping the women, the minister has empowered the chief fishermen. They should stand on their feet. We need a change. What she is doing, she needs a change. So you have to, but through your support and the women backing you, we think change will come. We are hoping that from here, the chief fishermen, the women will support you and will bring change to the industry. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the cute solidarity message. We'll now take one from Kaupa, and it's my pleasure to welcome member of the Council of State representing Kaupa here. Let's welcome Honorable Cynthia Nakomle Ajite, aka Happy Yourself.
Mr. President, King Ni Takichu II, Honorable Ministers, ke Wamami Minister of Fisheries, Emilia Tara, ke Hana no bine bakbeye biye, ke wola cheme, ke wola nyeme, mimba manye, inshallah Afarankwa. Lebine ngona. Ake. Mayuvie wowoya. Esani. Nye wabakaseni. Babao. Achowo. Onu wabanshi waha. Ninyumadroma na afe school wato woi. Suku nuwa ba suku nuwa kakase ni ojupa ni minake no na afia wone Wanaka President Joa Kawamami Minister of Fisheries Emiliata. No na fe na fe ko down. Well me why I could dinner down. Dinner why I could go down. And no one Joe. Ajaka mi shen inaka wamami Emiliata. Wala yeka wala me. Eye wo birthday. No wa ye ko down. No one na fe a wone mapa mo fe mo fine wo wala chame wo ba pe bi e wala ye wo ba pe bi e mapa ka wala cha ka ba wo ka e bona fe ja ngan sho na fi na gbelo no won na shika wo kotoku a no wa ka ye homo wa fi fe mo e shoji na gba wona shika ngan sho ka ngan sho si lo ya fo wale lu anoni for chile jo kan krama jo wale ko na e ka agbo ya nu yin afi ne ba no na kan no makmanye fine no na fi one wo fe how no one support minister first ko wo bi kan school she be an ensure wo won ko bi kan school won pay school fees wo ko ahun to university level ona prosifue ona soldier fue ona ni bi srote ishone waka wokwe na ni shogue nyeme homo baye wo be no chumoko no wachu ono na fia wone ofe wacha no wa fe kome no waka wa minister ka president insho we ka ngado koni $20 ba ta no manyaba.
We were done, Honorable Cynthia Nakomle Ajete, aka Happy Yourself. The last solidarity message will be delivered. Please. Thank you. Wisdom.
Thank you very much. Standing on the existing protocol, with me, the leader of the women's wing of the National Inland Canoe Fishermen Council, Mamaga Amatepe. With our founder, Togbi Wanamato Vincent Kaleji, we extend our warmest greetings and heartfelt solidarity. Today stands as a powerful reminder of our shared commitment to safeguard Ghana's fisheries, strengthen our communities, and uplift women and sustenance that have to do with the national fish markets in Greater Accra. We are happy His Royal Majesty this year, our own, the local government minister, who doesn't joke with the inland fishes at all on the black water, is here. And Honorable Mama Atengwa. Atengwa well literally means that she can do it. In fact, the research, the inland sector, the Fisheries Commission Board, especially the directors that we have in the inland sector. His Excellency is a chief fisherman in a community called Bolekame in his constituency. So we don't have to talk about our geographical locations. But with all this direct Akpenami, Nyepino, Medamanase.
And here end the solidarity messages. Let's appreciate all our solidarizers for a good job. We're live on Fisheries GH on Facebook, and this is day 2 of the National Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers Conference at the Accra International Conference Center. For a warm welcome, let's bring onto the stage the Greater Accra Regional Minister and MP for Shai Osudoku, Honorable Linda Ohinoa Aquile Oklu. Shakbene. Akwa. You know, in Ghana, we clap until they speak. Yeah, Akwenami. Nakaino.
John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Awi, Honorable Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, Your Royal Majesty, King Taki Tekochuru II, Gamanche, members of Council of State present, Nime, Name, Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers present, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is with profound pleasure and honor that I welcome all of you to the Greater Accra region for this year's National Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers Conference. On behalf of the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council, the chiefs, and the people of Greater Accra region, I convey my warmest wishes to all of you and welcome you to Accra, the Sin, Central, and Volta region. Our coastal communities whose livelihoods, heritage, and identity are deeply intertwined with the fisheries sector. I also believe that those of us who have traveled far and near are now well refreshed from the weariness of our journeys and are physically, mentally, and psychologically strengthened to participate fully in this important event. Let me also use this opportunity to welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, who is in our midst to deliver the keynote address. I further extend a hearty welcome to my colleague members of Parliament and honorable ministers of state who have joined to lend their support and contribute to the success of this important gathering. Distinguished guests, this theme for this year's conference, Resetting Fisheries, Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers as Guardians in Sustainable Fisheries Management, is both timely and inspiring. It reminds us that beyond government policies, scientific research, and institutional interventions, the traditional fishing communities, their indigenous wisdom, leadership, and stewardship are irreplaceable assets, generations yet unborn. Allow me to commend His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, for his bold, consistent commitment to uplifting the fisheries sector and transitioning it into a vibrant blue economy. His vision continues to restore hope among fishing households and coastal communities across the country. Through ongoing reforms, investment in modern infrastructure, and strengthening regulatory systems, His Excellency has demonstrated that the future of Ghanaian fisheries is anchored on sustainability, innovation, and shared prosperity. For us in Greater Accra region, this commitment resonates deeply. A significant proportion of our population is engaged in fishing, processing, trading, and related activities. The transformation of the sector will not only enhance livelihood, but also boost national fish production, promote food security, and improve incomes for thousands of families. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here to reflect and deliberate on practical pathways to sustainable fisheries management, I encourage all stakeholders, traditional authorities, fishermen, fishmongers, researchers, civil society, development partners, and policymakers to when we act collectively, guided by responsibility, respect for our environment, and a shared vision for the future. On this note, I once again warmly welcome you all to Greater Accra. May today's discussions inspire actionable and forward-looking solutions that strengthen the fisheries sector and secure a resilient and prosperous future for all coastal communities. Thank you, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make us great and strong. Thank you so much for your attention.
David Regional Minister Akpenawo, thank you very much, Radon, for the warm welcome. Akpe. We will now hear our opening remarks from our host, who is the Minister for Fisheries and Aquacultural Development and MP for Shama in the Western Region. Let's welcome Honorable Emilia Afa, our hosts. Let's hear it nice and warm and rich and loud as she comes up the stage.
Oman penyin enkranoman hen henin penyin fo aye shemu ha ana pe me mo ni panye fa mi mbanye do manye fa ne tenye he yoten togbio mama o mede kuku madogbe na mikata e mefon ha fon a ape metowo devio ekata akpena ma o Inshallah. I'm going to forward in the children special classes. Coach the second Garman Chair, members of the diplomatic corps, Your Excellency Ambassador to Italy, Your Excellency Ambassador to Norway, Your Excellency, happy yourself, member of the Council of State, honorable members of state, my brother, the Minister for Local Government, and his deputy, Na Odole. So I thank you so much for being here. All MMDCs here, the chair of the Select Committee of Parliament that supervises our work. I saw him here a while ago. Distinguished chief fishermen and queen mothers, our development partners, civil society members, and members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, it is a profound honor to welcome you to the maiden National Conference of Chief Fishermen and Queen Fishmongers from the four coastal regions, Western, Central, Greater Accra, and Volta. As we commemorate World Fisheries Day 2025, we gather to celebrate the indispensable contributions of our hard-working fishers and to chart a renewed path for the future of Ghana's marine fisheries. Sir, this event is only for the marine fisheries. Soon, we will go and have one for inland fisheries. Mr. President, more than 500 chief fishermen, queen fishmongers, academics, public officials, and civil society actors have convened under the theme, Resetting Fisheries, Chief Fishermen and Queen Fishmongers as Guardians and Partners in Sustainable Fisheries Management. The fisheries sector depends on the leadership, experience, and authority of our traditional custodians, those who preserve discipline, cohesion, and indigenous knowledge within our coastal communities. Your presence, Mr. President, together with that of His Royal Majesty the Garman Chair, highlights the national importance of the central role of traditional leaders in safeguarding. Began this conference yesterday. They were here and had a full day, and so in the evening we had a nice dinner for them. 746, it is time their responsibilities and strengthen the partnership between communities and government. Only through shared stewardship can. Yesterday, we had interesting sessions here. We examined critical topics including Understanding the new Act 1146 and the roles of chief fishermen and fishmongers, community-driven monitoring of Ghana's inshore exclusive zone, combating illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, integrating traditional knowledge with modern science, transparency and accountability in community resource management, including the pre-mixed fuel regime. The conference brought together, and yesterday's discussions showed an inspiring blend of scholars, practitioners, enforcement agencies, and traditional leaders. Because you were not here yesterday, Mr. President, I want you to just have a feel of what happened here. Our distinguished speakers included Professor John Agrafin, Head of Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Science in the University of Cape Coast. Professor George Riafi, a former marine science lecturer at the University of Ghana and founder of Eden Way Foundation. Commodore Faustina Anochi, currently in this country, the most senior female in the Navy, and head of the Ministry of Fisheries Enforcement Unit. We had also Chief Superintendent, Head of the Marine Police, Nana Kweja of Kapguag, spoke. Dr. Edna Ekua Kwansima, a fisheries scientist with Environmental Justice Foundation, was a panelist. Sir, Professor Rashid Sumaila, an internationally renowned ocean and fisheries economist with the University of British Columbia, Canada, was a speaker. Dr. Ife Okafo Yaoud, a Pew Marine Fellow and a lecturer in sustainable futures in the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, was a speaker yesterday. Sir, Professor Elvis Asaribedi, Francis Kwanzaa, a chief fisherman for Ejan in the Western region, was a panelist here with Ni Adamatete, chief fisherman for Batiano, with impeccable Gan language speaking. Sir, he speaks Gan like the way the British drink tea. And Joshua Agbezudo, chief fisherman for Voja in the Volta region, was also a panelist. The last of the panelists, sir, is Professor Wisdom Akpalu, chair of the Fisheries Commission and a professor of economics in GIMPA. Their perspectives enriched our dialogue and deepened our shared understanding. It was a sight to behold, these professors and these chief fishermen speaking on the same platform. Mr. President, the conversations were frank, insightful, and united by one message: communities want real change, and they are ready to lead it. Several strong issues emerged, however. The need for formal recognition and codification of traditional and indigenous knowledge in fisheries management, the diminishing authority of chief fishermen, and the urgent need for legal empowerment, capacity strengthening, gazetting by regional houses of chiefs and national house of chiefs, and relevant bylaws at the MMDA's level. Sir, concerns about political interference that undermine effective fisheries management came up. The leadership role of marine artisanal chief fishermen and fish queen mothers as leaders, mediators, and guardians of fishing traditions who shape practices, resolve disputes, and promote community cohesion was raised. And finally, persistent challenges in the premixed fuel regime, hoarding, diversion, and the misalignment of subsidies that often fail to reach intended beneficiaries came up. Mr. President, none of our recent progress made in the fisheries sector would have been possible without the partnership of many dedicated organizations and individuals. And at this moment, I wish to express our sincere appreciation to the people and government of Norway, with Italy as well. Special thanks, however, go to our partners for this conference, the Bloomberg Ocean Initiative, Blue Ventures, and Ocean 5, a sponsored project of Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors, whose support made this conference possible. Your commitment, Blue Ventures, to ocean health and sustainable fisheries is deeply valued. On this note, with permission from you, sir, may I request the Blue Ventures team to be on their feet for us to give them a befitting work. Actually, come and shake the hands of the president. It's not every time that you have the president of Ghana sitting around, so come and shake his hand. So they are from Blue Ventures. The one leading is Prudence, based in Senegal. So the Africa Blue Ventures team are the ones coming to shake your hands. Okay, Prudence, lead your team back to your seats. Thank you. Thank you very much. So they bought the cost of about 99% of what you are seeing. Yes. Except that they didn't want to give it through government. Finally, to our chief fishermen and queen fishmongers, thank you for your leadership, resilience, and unwavering dedication to your communities. Your voices are essential as we work to restore our marine resources for future dignitaries. I warmly welcome Obake, all dignitaries and participants to the second day of this important conference. I wish us all productive deliberations and a renewed commitment to the sustainable future we are building together. Before I sit, I am happy to inform you that the President has directed me to provide a pickup vehicle and a bus to the Fishermen's Council. Thank you all very much. The inland people too are raising their hand. Madakuku, come and tell him when he directs me, I will do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our host, Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Honorable Emilia Arthur. We are pleased to have with us our special guest of honor, His Royal Majesty King Takite Kuchuru II Gamanche, and we'll now hear his remarks.
Akago chameganyeme ni meganame a sheru kateke odoni amanfo abiasuma gafen wolache abiochi kwanda ye kema menoko eshibami fogua
Akago nye bielo nye baken nye baken ni nye chuno wadumo blema ablan inshona Nimi hanye manye nye baken many the western region many if any eje nye togbe me ke mama me nye nana me ke nanimani mahama the sector minister members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of Council of State, honorable ministers and members of Parliament, distinguished chief fishermen and queen fishmongers, development partners and society organizations, civil society organizations, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm deeply honored to deliver these remarks at the official opening ceremony of the 2025 National Conference Chief Fishermen, Queen Fishmongers event. May I congratulate you all as we mark and celebrate the International Fisheries Day today. Mihanya yuko e minyako. A day to recognize the enormous contributions of the fisheries industry towards food security, and a charge towards a collective stewardship of our marine ecosystems. As a nation, we are collectively responsible for the preservation of our fishery industries and resources, which over the years have been confronted with challenges such as overfishing, illegal and unregulated fishing practices, sea pollution and climate change. The use of non-recyclable plastics or single-use plastic products also have aggravated the problem. Now we seek and see that plastic wastes are competing with our fish stock. Our fishermen go to sea and harvest plastic bottles and then plastic or polythene bags. Rabba Fujini Echonje in Bawana. Men, like I said, they go to sea and harvest plastic bottles and polythene bags. The plastic acidification and affect our destroyed fish habitat and thus prevent fish from spawning at the shore, but in the deep ocean, which bed is swept clean by Chinese trawlers. Thus, our fishermen record very low yield. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we reflect on the theme of this conference, resetting fisheries, the chief fisherman, the queen fish, to take responsibility of our actions and inactions as partners in sustainable management of fishery resources. In the past, our fishermen and fisher folks guarded our waters by enforcing local norms and traditions to promote responsible fishing in our communities. As Gamanje, let me cite the Ga fishing tradition as an example. In his book, Ga, Wo Ya, Samuel Adafio chapters the 8 different stars systems used by the Ga fisherman to inform his trade. The stars are used to determine changes in time, plant wheat, go deep water fishing, catch specific fish, and avoid dangerous tides, and perform rites such as Insho, Bulumo, and our Homowa rituals. Together, let us bring back the zeal of collective responsibility in the management of our fishery resources. Our gathering today is a call for action. Yeka, call for action. To reset the fisheries industry is not only the preserve of the chief fisherman and queen fishmonger, but rather a call for stakeholder participation and engagement to preserve our traditional and indigenous culture of fishing, merging with modern scientific approaches to protect our marine ecosystem and discourage the forms of illegal, unreported, unregulated practices that have destroyed our fish resources. This transformative agenda of resetting the industry of marine resources and to safeguard our future prospects. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the President, this conference offers us a great opportunity to right the wrongs and forge ahead with the goal of preserving marine life, ensuring a combination of international agreements, national policies, and individual actions to combat threats like pollution, overfishing, and habitat destruction. Key strategies including establishing and enforcing marine protected areas, promoting sustainable fishing, reducing pollution from land and sea-based sources, and addressing the impact of climate change. Thank you. Chano Manyaba.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Our special guest of honor, Gamanche, His Royal Majesty King Takiteku Churu II. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. The Honorable Minister for Local Government, Chibo Ahmed Ibrahim.
Thank you. I'm very good, brother. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, whom I always refer to as John the Resetter. In fact, this morning my brother called me and said, "Hey, His Excellency, our distinguished chairperson for this occasion, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, whom I always tell her that you are a role model for the women politicians. When we are looking up to the Hawaiis, the women are looking up to you. Today, you've done it again. Honorable Ministers of State herein present, man lovely and distinguished Deputy Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Honorable Members of Parliament present, our Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives, Her Excellency and His Excellency members, our revered King and Gamache, Nime Name Nananum, our revered Queen Mothers, and our respected traditional leaders, other government functionaries present, dedicated chief fishermen, our hardworking fishmongers and women in fish processing, representing in Fishmongers Conference, which is referred to as the first ever national conference on chief fishermen and queen fishmongers, which is being held here by our respected, diligent, and hardworking Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture. In fact, kudos to you, my sister. The conference convened under the leadership of the Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development is a testament of government commitment to reset agenda of the fishery sector. So John the Resetter is in the resetting business. It brings together chief fishermen, fishmongers, queen mothers, and other stakeholders from the Greater Accra, Central, Volta, and Western regions to reflect on our shared responsibility in safeguarding Ghana's marine resources. Today's gathering is not only timely, but very strategic, as it aligns traditional leadership, artisanal fishers, and government institutions towards a common national vision. Your presence here affirms your continuous dedication to sustainability of the fishing sector. You remain custodians of knowledge, protectors of our coastal heritage, and habit of our artisanal fishing communities. Government deeply values your role in mobilizing communities, ensuring responsible fishing practices, and guiding the next generation of fishermen. Without your leadership, no government or national strategy on fishing can succeed. Nana Chairperson, my task today is very simple. As Minister responsible for local government, chieftaincy, and religious affairs, and to speak on the role of local governance in sustainable fishing management. This subject is central to our decentralization policy and the empowerment of communities under the Local Governance Act 2016, Act 936, which was formulated and sponsored by His Excellency John the Resetter. Local governance is the engine that drives community development. Under the Local Government Act 936, district assemblies are not mere administrative units. They are the planning authorities with the responsibility to integrate. They are the planning authorities with the responsibility to integrate fisheries and coastal resources management into local development agenda and local development plans. This legal framework enjoins metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies to do the following. 1, to promote local economic development, of which fisheries management and fisheries sector is also part. 2, to enforce bylaws and ensuring that there is public order in their jurisdictional areas. 3, coordinate traditional authorities and local communities for service delivery. And I'm not surprised you are asking for the formalization of the national fishermen and chief fishermen. Has brought the traditional authorities, the religious authorities, and government officials together, and that is the tripod. So you are hitting at the right place, and I believe from here the right decisions will be done. Your Excellency, the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies play a pivotal role in translating national fishery policies into actions at the community level. And I'm happy when the government is saying that the time for action is now. It is the responsibility of the metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives to translate these national policies into actions at the sub-district level. Through local bylaws, educational campaigns, and educational campaigns must include the fight against poor sanitation. And I'm proud to announce that in this year's budget, His Excellency John the Resetter has put in the budget an amount of 400 million to be recycled into reusable product. Kudos, Your Excellency. So district assemblies help to ensure that the Fisheries Act 2023, Act 1146, is clearly understood and adhered to by all stakeholders. That is also part of our rules. This aligns with our local economic development policy 2024 to 2029, which mandate metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies to create an enabling environment for local economic development. Specifically, the sixth objective of the policy call for the MMDAs to facilitate access to productive assets such as land, water, and other natural resources. That is very critical to government for the sustainability of the fisheries sector. By policy action, assemblies are expected to integrate natural resource management into their medium-term development plans to ensure equitable, sustainable use of marine and other resources within their jurisdictional areas. And Your Excellency, I could see that you are doing very well with Akukon Kitin. I don't know whether there is also a joint Kitin. But as metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies, maybe at cabinet, adjoining Kitin will also be factored into when the inland fish conference is being convened.
Because I also have inland fishing in my constituency. Thank you very much, my sister. I know Bana will be factored in, including Bole Bambwe, where the inland water is. Local governance institutions support the enforcement of responsible fishing practices, especially regarding the use of approved fishing gear, respect for closed seasons, prevention of IUU fishing, and maintenance of sanitation at landing site. So when the king is asking of the impact and effect of river and marine pollution, it is a shared responsibility that we must all be roped into the fight against poor sanitation, especially at the landing site. Assemblies work hand in hand with traditional leaders to promote compliance and reduce practices that threaten marine life. And I'm glad, Your Excellency, to tell you that the first national sanitation exercise in Greater Accra was led by His Royal Majesty, King Techi Teku, here himself, within Agboshi and Kanda Tema Station area. And he walked from Tema Station to Agbobloshi to Circle. So traditional leaders are to help to promote compliance and reduce practices within which threaten marine life within your jurisdictional areas. Chief fishermen and queen mothers have long played a central role in community mobilization. Our ministry recognizes values like this. Local governance thrives when traditional authority systems work hand in hand with modern administrative structures. Your Excellency, we will continue to promote partnership between traditional councils, metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies, and artisanal fisheries actors to advance sustainable resource management. Through the local economic development, which is LED framework, metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies support fish processing, cold chain storage, market access, skills training, and business support services for fishmongers and women in the value chain. When we strengthen businesses in this sector, we strengthen families and ultimately strengthen the declining fish stock. Local government must therefore champion adaptation initiatives such as mangrove restoration. So the Kweshi Lagoon, the Dadekoto municipality must strengthen to make sure that we restore the mangrove around the Kweshi Lagoon area to be able to improve upon the fisher stock, which we will do. Local government must therefore champion adaptation initiatives and such as mangrove restoration, shoreline protection, community awareness programs, and improve environmental management. Therefore, we must ensure that coastal communities are resilient enough to withstand emerging environmental threats. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this conference captures the truth. Chief fishermen and fishmongers are guardians and partners in sustainable fisheries management. Sustainable fisheries is not only a specific or economic issue, it is a cultural and community issue. Your leadership influences attitudes, resolves conflict, keeps traditional norms alive. Queen mothers and women in fish processing, you play a vital role in value addition, household income, and food security. We salute you, and we salute your resilience in this innovative way. This conference presents an opportunity for renewal and collective action. Government cannot achieve success in the fishing industry without the full involvement of artisanal fisheries. Traditional authorities and local government units have confidence in governance and confidence in governing institutions. Therefore, kudos, Your Excellency, for resetting public governance confidence in our governing institutions. I remember in 2010 or 2009, I was here when President Clinton came to tell us it is not enough to build strong men. What matters is to build strong institutions. Thank you, Your Excellency, for restoring confidence in strong institutions. The reset of government is about rebuilding trust, strengthening systems, and protecting our national heritage for generations to come. My ministry and the MMDAs are poised to advancing the opportunities in the blue economy MMDAs are to ensure the following: promote sustainable coastal tourism and aquaculture investment, support marine and spatial planning and conservation initiatives, facilitate entrepreneurship and youth employment in fisheries value chain, ensure that economic benefits from marine resources are equitably distributed within communities. Kudos, Aquaculture Minister, for making premise available. As we commemorate World Fisheries Day today, we join the global community in reaffirming our commitment to responsible fisheries management. Ghana continues to demonstrate leadership in promoting sustainable oceans, marine conservation, and community participation. Our actions today will shape the legacy we leave for the future generation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the sustainability of Ghana's fisheries is a shared responsibility. Local government, traditional authorities, fisher folk, development partners, and communities must work together as a united front. And as a minister responsible for local government, chieftaincy, and religious affairs, I assure you that my ministry remains, supported by the deputy minister, remains committed to strengthening collaboration, empowering local government institutions, and supporting traditional leadership to play its rightful role in protecting our fisheries resources. Together, let us protect our waters, uplift our fishing families, and build a sustainable future for our coastal communities and for Ghana. Thank you, Your Excellency, for the opportunity. Long live our fisher folks, long live our queen mothers, and long live Ghana. May God bless us.
Ghana Dance Ensemble, National Theatre. Beautiful music, vigorous performance. I'm sure of my knees, don't try it, and your ankles, otherwise problem for you. Great stuff, very vigorous. This is the kind of thing the fishermen will enjoy after a hard day's work. And it's now time for us to listen to our keynote speaker. We are very pleased to have with us His Excellency, the President of the Republic. Let's rise as we welcome him up onto the stage. His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, our keynote speaker.
Thank you. Kindly take your seats. Thank you. His Royal Majesty King Takiteko Churu II, the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, Her Excellency Cynthia Nakomle Ajete, Member of the Council of State, Ministers of State, senior government officials, members of the clergy, chief fishermen, queen fishmongers, and key stakeholders from the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. At the opening of the first National Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers Conference, this historic gathering reaffirms our shared commitment to safeguarding Ghana's fisheries and enhancing the resilience of our coastal communities. And I want to take the opportunity to congratulate the Honorable Emiliata, Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture, for this great, innovative idea in calling this conference. We gather at a moment when the world is preparing to observe World Fisheries Day on 21st November, a reminder that safeguarding our oceans and coastal resources is not only a national duty, but also an international obligation we must uphold for this generation and the next. The theme of this year's conference, Resetting Fisheries, Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers as Guardians and Partners in Sustainable Fisheries Management, is timely and visionary. It places our traditional leaders, that is our chief fishermen and queen fishmongers, at the very center of our national fisheries management reset agenda. This leadership role is neither symbolic nor ceremonial. It is essential. The fisheries sector supports the livelihoods of over 3 million Ghanaians and supplies more than 60% of the protein that is consumed in Ghana. Our artisanal subsector, led by chief fishermen and queen fishmongers, support 187 marine fishing communities across the central, Greater Accra, Western, and the Volta regions. These communities form the cultural and economic backbone of Ghana's coastal heritage. And yet the sector faces unprecedented risks and challenges, and we must confront these realities honestly. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing continues to undermine our fish stocks. Unapproved gear, light fishing, transshipment at sea, popularly called psycho, and disregard for close season all threaten the sustainability of our marine environment. Climate change is also intensifying these stresses, warming waters, changing patterns of fish migration, and increasing coastal erosion. The consequences of these are visible: declining catches, falling incomes, worsening poverty, and growing uncertainty for many families whose livelihoods depends on the sea. These challenges demand a united discipline and well-coordinated response. My administration has taken decisive steps to develop a sustainable modern fisheries sector rooted in science, tradition, and community participation. And so, the PANMAC legislation establishes a modern framework for governance, enforcement, and conservation. It aligns Ghana with international standards and enhances our ability to combat IUU fishing. Key innovations in this legislation include extension of the inshore exclusive zone from 6 nautical miles to 12 nautical miles to protect artisanal fishers. The formal law for artisanal fishing. Enhanced penalties for IUU fishing and related offenses. A strengthened co-management framework that places chief fishermen and queen fishmongers at the heart of decision-making. Greater transparency and accountability in the use and protection of marine resources. The second is the establishment of Ghana's first marine protected area. Cabinet recently approved the creation of the Cape 3 Points Marine Protected Area. This area will serve as a sanctuary for rebuilding fish stocks, protecting biodiversity, and ensuring a long-term ecological balance of our ocean. The third is our National Blue Economy Strategy. Our forthcoming strategy is built on 6 key pillars: blue wealth, blue health, blue knowledge, blue finance, blue equity, and blue safety and security. This will harness Ghana's marine and coastal resources for sustainable and inclusive national growth. Now let me talk about the role of chief fishermen and queen fishmongers. This conference underscores the fundamental truth that no reform will succeed without your leadership. Historically, chief fishermen and queen fishmongers ensured discipline. They allocated landing spaces, they enforced the non-fishing days, they mediated disputes, and maintained order at the landing sites and in the markets. Though times have changed with market shifts, reduced institutional support, and political interference, your authority and legitimacy has remained strong, and I congratulate you for that. I pledged that this government will restore respect and formalize your roles. Let me announce some key directives to strengthen your leadership and fisheries management. Will be formally included in all fisheries co-management committees and structures. Councils and district assemblies will be assisted in formalizing and implementing traditional bylaws on non-fishing days. So instead of it just being tradition, we're going to put it in the bylaws to enforce non-fishing days, restricted gear, and community surveillance. The Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture will enhance community-based surveillance and establish direct reporting lines to facilitate the early detection of illegal activities. The fourth is capacity building at the Anomabo Fisheries College. After the full operationalization of the Fisheries College, structured training will be provided in fisheries law, compliance and enforcement, conflict resolution, financial management, marine safety, and post-harvest handling and value addition. The fifth is incorporation of indigenous knowledge. Traditional ecological knowledge will be integrated into stocks assessment, closed season planning, and coastal resource management. This as the Presidential Advisor on Indigenous Knowledge and Traditional Practices. We also recognize the role of the fisheries sector by appointing Madam Na Komle Ajete as a member of the prestigious Council of State of Ghana. Again, for the fifth point, this year, 50 million cedis has been allocated for procurement of outboard motors and fishing inputs for fishers and fishmongers. We are also going to launch an initiative for clean beaches. And so the fishers are going to be involved. We're going to employ people to clean the beaches and make sure that our beaches are clean. You can give us your children, we'll employ them to help clean the beaches for us, and we'll pay them a monthly allowance. Exemption from closed season fishing. As you are aware, artisanal fishers have been exempted from the closed season. So I encourage you to reciprocate by not doing anything illegal during the closed season. We're also in the process of acquiring 2 new offshore patrol vessels for the Ghana Navy to be able to patrol our shores. And then finally, in this year's budget 2026, money has been allocated for the establishment of 2 fish markets, one in Dambai in the Oti region and the other in Shama district. I've noted your request for a fish market in Accra, and I wish to say that it will receive favorable consideration. My dear chief fishermen and queen fishmongers, the future of Ghana's fisheries depends on what we collectively commit to today. I therefore urge you to champion responsible fishing practices, lead community education and discipline, work closely with enforcement agencies, support peace, unity, and elimination of illegal practices, and stand firm as guardians of our marine resources. As we celebrate World Fisheries Day 2025, let us renew our dedication to building a future in which Ghana's fisheries are scientifically managed, community-led, economically viable, climate resilient, and equitable to all, especially women who play a critical role across the value chain. The well-being of millions of people depends on the decisions we make today. And so let us move forward in unity, honoring our traditions, embracing science, enforcing discipline, and securing the resources entrusted to us by nature. Together we can develop a thriving, inclusive, and sustainable blue economy that will nourish our people, strengthen our communities, and protect our national heritage for future generations to come. It is therefore my great honor to declare the National Chief Fishermen and Queen Fishmongers Conference duly open. I wish you all a happy International Fisheries Day. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. I thank you.
Thank you. Kindly take your seats. Mr. President, thank you for your address. And we have a special ceremony here from the fishermen and representing the 4 regions, coastal regions. So they're going to come up on the stage right now, and they have a special presentation to make to the President. The presentation, please. Let's applaud them as they come up, representing Greater Accra, Central, Western, and Volta region.
Omayin from Nkran. Nana yabo hasa hasedo. Igwe inala apui ibi wajibe wa friend kweja ono oja ponu jibe ojibo gba ade. Ya ma mpe ina we yen baby okwa o friend otodo ebie otodo ye di ni won yawo
Sisiala, or there, Nasha and so, Nanasarin, Yajibaman, as a friend of Quaja, or today Basa, not for Domini, Wakasacha.
Thank you very much. You're going to make the presentation to the president right now. Thank you very much. And then while we'll call on the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen's Council, please make your way up to the stage. As soon as they leave the stage, Ghana.
Falankwa, the membri, Fali Biala or Biala Swan. Yakob Mekafalinia, Bessia Falini. Sent you there. Yenya Bill. Yenya Bill Papa. Fali Quaja, all the kind, Otto Suman, no tabulan. What's the Fali to Suma on Janet Tabunum? It's a very quaja, all the kind, auto summon, when down to bloom. Or the ma, quaja, auto day brain, Anna, this auto summon, or the tabona ma, helping His Excellency, President John Mama. We shall be here, Biabaseko, a tabuna Shayu. Well, Nereja, Yamoba, Yusko, Amen.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you so much. Can we have the National Council National Canoe Fishermen Council up on the stage of the chiefs descend? The National Canoe Council of Fishermen, please come up on the stage right now with your citation to the President. The Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council, please straight to the President, led by the member of the Council of State, Ofane. Yes, Beye. All the way to the President to make your presentation to him this afternoon. That's a citation from the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council. Can we have the Honorable Fisheries Minister up on the stage as well? And then, please, let's stand by. President. The same group will make a citation to the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture. Volta Region, please stand by with your 14 for the photos, because right after this we are doing the photos. Volta Region, Mirakumila Clarua, Amawina. You are taking the photos first with the President. Please make your way to Fishmongers, getting ready to take a photo with the President. Right after this photo from the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council. Thank you very much. Volta Region, please climb the stage right now to join the President and the Minister. Volta Region, up on the stage. Miracle Milia Atrakuya. Photo done? Photo is done. Please, Mr. President, Volta Region, please flank the President. 7 on his left, 7 on his right, with the President and the Minister in the middle. Patron, where are you? Yes, Volta Region. Is this Volta Region? Central Region, stand by. Central Region, Central. Central Moe. Western Moe. Where's Western? Western is here. Western, stand by. Please come. Western is next. This is Volta with the President. Western Region, stand by. Western Region, stand by. Western, stand by. As soon as Volta is done, Western will go. Western Region, stand by. We only want 14. 14. 1-4. Drew 9. 14. Volta mi wovo akpanami. Western Region, please join. Join the President and the Minister. Western Region, 14 alone. 1-4. Drew 9. Anna Midase. 14. Central Region, stand by. Central Region, stand by. Greater Accra will be last. 14 from Volta Region to join the President. Western Region is coming up. Central Moe. Central Moe. Where's Central Region? Central, stand by, Waha. Stand by for me here. Now, Western is coming up on the stage. Thank you very much. Western Region, 14. Central Region, stand by, 14. Greater Accra. Stand by. So this is Western Region, 14. Thank you very much. Central, stand by. Central to stand by for their 14. We need 14 people only. 7 ladies, 7 gentlemen. Central, you are next. Okay, so Western is over. Central, please come. Central region, Pochomu, come over. Central, up on the stage. Central region, up on the stage. Greater Accra, stand by, you are the last. 14, Greater Accra, Central, Pocho, with the president and the minister. Thank you. This is Central region. Great. This is Central region. 14. Okay. The last one is Greater Accra. Greater Accra is coming up next. Last one. After this post-total, Greater Accra. So this is Central region. We've done Volta, we've done Western, we've done Central. The last one is going to be Greater Accra. 14. Central. Unsri Maya, smile for us, please. Thank you. You are live on television. All right. Thank you very much. Central. Are we down to Central? Central is over. Last one. Our hosts, Greater Accra. Yes, Central, please come down. Come down. Wait, let Central come down. Central down. Central. Wait for Central to come down. Central, please, you are delaying us. Central. Down. Central down. Thank you. Central. The last group, Greater Accra, please come up. Greater Accra, let's go. Let's not keep the president waiting. Greater Accra. This is the last one. Sponsors, please make your way by the stage. We don't have much time. Sponsors, please stand by. Our sponsors, stand by. Bloomberg, Ocean Initiative, Blue Ventures, please come towards the stage quickly for us. President doesn't have much time. Bloomberg, Ocean Initiative, Blue Ventures, please come, stand by. Get ready. As soon as this photo is done, the sponsors take the last photo and wait. Thank you. Photo, big smile. Are we done, photographers? Our last photo, Mr. President, is with the sponsors. So Greater Accra, please exit the stage for us. And Bloomberg, Ocean Initiative, Blue Ventures, please join the president for the last photo. So these are our sponsors who made it happen. Thank you very much. Join the president. The space on his right as well. The space on his right. Thank you. All right. Big smiles. These photos will be in next year's brochure, so make sure they are broad. Francis, are we good? Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you, Madam Minister. Thank you, all of us who have taken these photos. Thanks, Mr. President. Okay, this is the last photo. Last photo. Can I get a program? Just one program. Yeah, thank you. Program. This is the last one, very last one. Kamanche, majestically. Okay. That was swiftly done. Thank you. Francis, you're done. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Madam Minister. Thank you, all our guests. We are really happy. The interpretation is on the various channels: GA for Channel 1, Channel 2, Fanti, Channel 3, Channel 4, English, Channel 5, in Zima. Thank you so much. Mr. President will now take leave of us, but we will continue because we have exciting sessions to engage in till the lunch break. So, Mr. President, we thank you for your time, and we thank you for participating in day 2 of the National Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers Conference right here at the Accra International Conference Center. Kindly take your seats, and we will continue with a brief musical interlude and then continue with our presentations on various topics: sustainable fisheries and inclusive development, investing in people, empowering women, and strengthening local governance. And we'll be having our panelists, we'll set up the stage and then have our speakers make their presentations. We'll have a spot of music, and please stay with us. It's not yet break time. The President has just left us, but we continue our deliberations till lunchtime in about an hour's time. Thank you. Presentation. Pacho, Yampuni yo, we haven't closed it. We walk back away. Kindly have a seat, and we're going to have a presentation now, and from. Okay. All right, and I would like to announce, ladies and gentlemen, the departure of our special guest of honor, the guys, as we acknowledge his exit from the hall. Niga, what you are doing? Children and Social Protection, the Honorable Agnes Na Momolate, and she is the MP for Creating, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. Madam Minister, you're welcome. All right.
Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, colleague Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, members of Parliament herein present, representatives of development partners, Nime, Name, Nananum, Togbu, Mamao, Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers, representatives from civil society organizations, friends of the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Great. I bring you warm greetings from the management and staff of the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. It is indeed a great honor to deliver an address at this on the topic, empowering women in fisheries, strengthening fishmongers' role in value addition and livelihood. Chairperson, the chosen topic is not only timely, but appropriate, as women play a key role in Ghana's fisheries supply and value chain. Studies have shown that women